Thank you, Shubh, for finally taking out the time.
Thank you for hosting us.
Arey, come on, yaar. It has been a thing in making. So, this is our episode 1.
Yes.
Because this is the episode 1. That's about it. So, how long have you known each other, Shubh?
I think 2014.
2014?
Yeah.
When did you move to Ajmer?
2000, same year itself.
2014.
Yes.
9 साल हो गए.
हाँ. 9 years at Ajmer. Yep.
It has been around 9 years. You have been in Ajmer around the same time, right? 2014 only.
Yeah.
Tell me something a bit about your professional life. What do you do? Where do you work?
I work as Associate Director Data Science at Nielsen. Basically, when you watch Netflix or Amazon or Hotstar, we measure, right, how many people are watching it, and then we help advertisers and everyone, to understand that where they should invest, how many people are watching their ads on YouTube. So we have a variety of things. I'm basically into data science domain.
So which company are you working on currently?
Nielsen Media. Yeah.
Where is this based on?
It's US based company.
यहाँ पे कहाँ है? Bangalore में?
We don't have a data science office here. We do have offices Prestige, Shanti Niketan, Whitefield. Okay. But as of now, we are in work from home mode.
That's very nice, no? That actually helps,
yeah.
Right? अब से मैं आपसे बस generally vague question, broad questions पूछता हूँ.
Sure.
ठीक है. अब ये बताओ कि in your understanding, you are staying in Ajmer for like 9 years now. What does Ajmer cricket mean to you?
Ajmer means it's everything, right? It's like a family. Means we all have our hometown very far away, and I think it's the cricket family, the brotherhood that we have. Means we all take care of each other, whether it is good time or bad time, right? So it's the only family, only immediate family that I have, at least in Bangalore.
I agree.
So that's what cricket, Ajmer cricket means to me.
I agree. Like obviously, मेरे ख्याल से आपको भी, you must have also gotten some opportunity to move away from Ajmer also.
Absolutely, yeah.
But somehow the Ajmer cricket basically made you come back or stay.
Before looking for a job, all of us, I think, who play cricket regularly, हम लोग ये देखते हैं कि हमें अजमेरा नहीं छोड़ना पड़े. We choose job on the basis of living here, not like moving to Whitefield or any other place. So it is the number one criteria for me to be selecting a company that I don't have to move out of Ajmer. And we have seen many the people who went out just because they changed the job, they came back. So
and they miss it.
Yeah,
even though they are out and all that, they will be
involved
on WhatsApp and everything, and they'll be like, "Kya chal kya raha hai yaar, bhai Ajmer cricket mein."
Absolutely.
So I think that Ajmer cricket has an impact on many lives, many of our lives.
Absolutely.
As such. So right now we are having this format where we have nominated, a few people have nominated as owners, and Shubh is one of the owners. He is going to be the owner of a team for a tenure of 1 year. I think it's 1 year, right?
So Maverick is our team name, and as you said, we have come with this new franchisee model.
Correct.
A lot of people are supporting it. A lot of people have some concerns, but I think to each and every new thing.
मेरे ख्याल से it makes sense, यार, because you stick around with the similar kind of a team name, and plus you stay around with new people, but the fundamentals, the core remains the same.
True.
Which absolutely. I think is nice. So right now you're done with one cup, which is Independence Cup.
Yes.
What were your learnings, or what were your learnings from the previous tournament?
See, again, this is one cup, but as you said, we are playing for almost 9 years, right? So learnings a lot. Cricket-wise, there is a lot of learning, and apart from cricket, also, I think my main belief is cricket winning and losing are the side products, right? The main thing I want to be having good friendship with the people who are playing with me in the team, right? That is the main motive, and I think whatever tournaments I played till now, my friendship with each and everyone who played with me in the team, right, or part of the team that I am playing, I have played under numerous captains, right? And the friendship always improves. So that is one of the learning that when you are playing with someone in the team, it's a very different environment, and your relationship with them generally improves. Sometimes I have seen, not with me but some other people, it degrades also, but generally for me, I have become a better friend of someone after playing with them in the team.
I agree. So tell me, in terms of performance of your team, in terms of performance of your team, what do you think could have been done better, or what were actually your strengths as a team in Maverick in first tournament?
Unfortunately, I think we are placed at the bottom of the table in the Independence Cup, and there were some shortcomings, like I was not in the proper form. Our main batsmen, they were not able to play longer innings. Again, it's a very shorter format of 10 hours. So we all were coming from a 12-hour format, tournaments, and this is the first time after a very long time that we are playing a 10-hour tournament. So I think there is a lot of adjustment made, and we're not able to adapt that much quickly. And this time we have created a very different team. We have changed the whole template, in comparison to what we had earlier. Last time, what I bank on is I had some, 4 or 5, main hitters, or the players who can play at least 10 hours. But this time, I've created all the 10 or 12 players with help from, Kripansh, I retained him, and our new captain, Kaustubh. So we created a team, in which everyone can bat. We have at least 7 to 8 bowlers. And the most important thing, apart from batting and bowling, is the fielding, right? So I think in last tournament, we dropped a lot of catches. It's not like that we played bad cricket, but there are some key moments which could have gone our way, but that didn't happen. They have went against us, right? There were so many catches which were dropped at the key moments. Now, I'm not saying that we would have won the tournament if those catches were taken, but we would have been.
Of the team, so one catch sometimes lifts the entire spirit of the team.
True.
And I agree.
Cricket is a game of momentum,
so
right?
Talking about retention of the players. Who all did you retain this time? So the last tournament,
I retained Kripansh, and Kaustubh and Sahil. So these 3 players were my Sahil Girdhar.
What was the thought process behind retaining them?
So basically, Kripansh I bought around 49k. I want him to be the team because he's a good strategist. He plays weekend cricket regularly, so he knows who are the dark horses, who are the new players coming up. So he was basically, from strategy point of view, more of a retention plus batting, bowling, and he's a good keeper also. So this all are the advantages.
Like
full package.
He's a full package, and plus he has a very good understanding the other opponent's game as well.
True, absolutely.
Because he plays regularly.
And the team.
How about Kaustubh and Sahil?
So Kaustubh, as I was telling, the friendship improved with some people, and Kaustubh is one of the persons. I think he moved maybe 1.5 years back in Ajmer. Earlier he was part of SNT. Now he moved to N Block. And friendship with him, improved a lot after playing 2 to 3 tournaments. We are playing continuously in all the tournaments together. So basically, the thought behind retaining him is I want to remove the uncertainty. There are certain set of players with whom you cannot imagine your team. Now, Kaustubh is one of that guy. I know second one is Saurabh Tandon, but unfortunately we don't have him here. So the thought behind him is I want to remove the uncertainty. And again, he plays regular cricket. His bowling is getting improved. He's working on his batting and fielding. So he's also a complete package. So that's my 2 retention. And Sahil, of course, he did well in the last tournament. His price was very less last time.
His price was around 2,000.
Yeah, 2k. So I bought him in 2k. So
that's a phenomenal.
That's a steal, right? So again, a very nice guy, dedicated to the team. He can bowl, he can bat. His fielding is also good.
Correct.
So,
I think he's a steal.
So these are my 3 retentions.
Exactly. Some people don't really know much about. They don't really learn a lot about the other person. Isli, I think he's a fantastic retention. Perhaps one of the best retentions.
Yep.
How was the auction this time around?
Auction is again great. I think this time the good thing is we had very less players going into the auction because already I think owners and 4 player retentions.
Correct.
Sorry, 3 player plus 1 owner.
Correct.
So 4 players are already out. So I think 32 players were not in the pool. So it's like a mini auction. It went pretty much fast. I think we are satisfied with the team that we want. There was one drawback. We are not able to take the Dawn in our team. I know you will come back to that later. But that is the only drawback that I have in this auction. Apart from this, I think we have created a very good team and.
You think you have the team which you wanted?
Yes, absolutely. No regrets. Except Saurabh bhai. I think we have everyone. And let's see what we can do with this team.
And how much preparation does actually goes behind auction, before auction?
There is a lot of strategy, but as you know, I have been blessed with 2 baby boys. 2023 is a phenomenal year for me. So I have two strategists, Kripansh and Kaustubh. It's all up to them. Means I have given them free hand to choose the team. My involvement was minimal, just coming into the auction, and checking with them that what strategy they have. It's totally to dedicated to both of them. None of decisions are mine. They have created the whole team. So preparation from my side was minimum, but Kaustubh and Kripansh have put a lot of effort in deciding which player to bring in, how much should be the price. And
but eventually you were the one who was sitting in the auction, right?
Yeah, I was sitting, but they have the they have the rights to take the decisions they want. Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
कोई एक दो बंदे ऐसे हैं जो मिस हो गए वो auction में?
I don't think we miss anyone. There are some players that we are looking for. So I won't say players, some friends that I was looking for. So Ramki was in the scheme of things. Shivam Kakkar was there. You were also discussed briefly that we should have Ashish bhai. I have to say because he's the one who is taking interview. So
that's about it.
So yeah, I think these two players we have. Then we also have eyes on Rohit bhai, but I think he went to Sandy's team now. Yeah, RB. Dhaval bhai was also sort of a player, but I didn't had that much money. I just had 90k in my purse this time. So from 90k, we have created this team. So I don't have much options, you can say hi-fi options.
But agar in case you could have gotten, let's say, two more players. Let's say two more players. Who those two players would have been?
One is of course Saurabh bhai.
Okay. But he was not a part of the auction. Out of the people who were the part of the auction.
No, he was part of the auction.
He was
in the auction. Okay. Yeah. But unfortunately, we're not able to buy him. So he is the one person, and I think second one is Ramki. I would love to have Ramki in my team. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Auction ke hisab se, do you think there's any one particular player who you think was kind of an oversell, a bit over the price?
Cricket-wise or?
Cricket-wise, purely cricket-wise.
I don't remember the exact prices, but no, I don't think anyone is overpriced because price is something that
वो momentum के हिसाब से change होता है. Somebody कोई पहले आता है, somebody कोई last में आता है, so it changes and everything.
As I say, it's not the cricketing skills that people actually go for you, right? It's the other dynamic factors also. Your chemistry with that person, how much you think alike, or if you are in trouble, whether you will get the suggestions or guidance you need from the teammates, right? If your team is not doing good, whether the teammates are going to get together and hold the fort, or there will be some cracks in the team. So there are a lot of things that people think before going for the max prize and before creating teams. So it's not just pure cricketing skills, I will say.
I agree to that. You think anybody in your understanding was an undersell? जो कम में चला गया?
A lot of people are undersell. I think Akbar went for only 9k, right?
Really?
Yeah, I know there were some availability concerns, but 9k, even if he's available for 2 matches, I think it's only 4.5k per match, right? So if he's playing 2 matches, I think with his batting skills, he can win you at least one, right? So he was an undersell, steal by Ankit bhai for 9k, yes.
Ankit bought it, no?
Absolutely.
अच्छा, auction में सबसे aggressive कौन रहता है?
सबसे ज़्यादा aggressive auction में? So this time I think we don't have any aggressive people.
मतलब हर चीज़ पे bid किए जा रहे हैं and basically keeping it to the stretch कि basically दूसरे को bid करना ही पड़े.
No. As I said, this time we had very less people, so everyone know who is going to go for. We have created a totally different team, but I think I don't see anyone aggressive. I think everyone was going as per the script or template which they had.
So, in terms of just pure auction wise, who do you think had the best auction amongst 8 of you?
I think Sandy has a very good team, right? So his retentions were, Abhishek was retained, then Mahesh was retained. I think I was forgetting one more. So his retentions were good. Plus he got RB also on top of that. He also have I think right to match on Arjun. So I think his team is totally covered out in all the departments. Batting he covered, bowling he covered. I think in last tournament maybe they missed a stable factor like RB in the batting lineup.
Okay.
Now they have that, and I think they have a complete team. Again, I don't know jinx.
You think he had the best auction?
I will say he's the best auction on papers.
So what do you think about this whole controversy of chucking in Ajmer, a residential tournament cricket? Because people say, it's a residential tournament. It's not like we are playing on pro level of this thing. But having said that, what do you think about in general chucking? And also, you know, there's a lot of misunderstanding amongst a lot of people कि यार उनको wrist भी chucking लगता है. So there has to be some understanding कि wrist versus elbow and everything. But what is the general thought on that?
See, मुझे ये सब समझ में नहीं आता. Wrist है, elbow है, यहाँ से कितना rotate हो रहा है. See, I don't want to go into all this. Chucking is not something new, you know. We are playing, as I said, almost for 8 or 9 years.
So do you think it should be allowed in the tournament or not? What is your stance on that in general?
I was completely want to have it black and white. I think it should be completely banned. The reason being is, you know, I think recently a lot of people has taking a lot of advantage. You know, I won't say they will do it intentionally, right? No one chuck intentionally. Maybe they didn't know that, you know, they are chucking, or their natural action is like this, right? So a lot of people are being feeling that, you know, it's been unfair to them, you know, having this chucking ball.
Correct.
Right? And it's not like this is the first time it was being raised. It was there earlier also, but maybe it was not been, you know, taking that much advantage for a bowler. But now it's high time, you know, that we bring some fair rules, right? Otherwise, no one is stopping you or me also from chucking. But, you know, even I try, my hand doesn't stops in the way. It's just, as I said, it's the natural action, right? So I think it's fair to everyone. Plus the other thing is, if you have a bowler, means they have advantage of accuracy, right? So there are some regular bowlers who are not getting opportunity, right? Because you have some chucking bowlers or some bowlers who are allowed to bowl, right? So regular bowlers who are not bowling that much well, they are also not getting the proper opportunity in the tournament matches.
So
now,
sense,
now we are not saying chucking is banned. There are some players who have been, you know, notified multiple times, and I think now umpire will again take the call that, you know, it's a no ball. Means some players are not allowed to bowl now. What this will do is this will give chance to the other bowlers who have proper action, means the clear action, and I think they can do wonders for their team, and it's a win-win for everyone, right?
So on the thought process of that thing, that there have been talks about this thing, we'll play a small fatafat, we'll say, we'll call it a chaka-chak round. Okay? I'm gonna name a few people.
Okay.
And you tell me from your understanding, do you think when they want they can chuck or not?
Okay.
When they want. Okay. So let's say Rahul Manchanda.
Yes.
He chucks.
Yes.
Kamlesh.
Always, without any doubt. He himself tells that he chucks.
Raghu bhai.
Raghu bhai, sometimes not. Again, it's not my view. As I said, I don't understand, but I say a lot of people think.
But he can. He does whenever he wants.
Yeah. See, if you're going for runs and, you know, things are not going away, everyone tries.
Unke paas wo extra skill hai.
I won't say intentionally he will do, but maybe from inside, you know, that thing comes up and you can throw that.
But he does at times.
Raghu bhai is in my team, okay, so he doesn't chuck, as per me. Okay. On camera, on records.
Okay, chalo, let's ask about Bishal.
Bishal, again, a lot of 50-50. I don't think his action, you know, calls for that. So.
Okay. How about Shashwat?
Shashwat, completely silenced. No, he's there to comment on even chucking, right? So I think some people say some wrist he does or something like that, but you know, I think when he's going for sixes, no one thinks he's chucking, but when he's bowling well and taking 3 to 4 wickets in a match, suddenly it's become chucking, right? So it's again controversial. And I said, right, it's a very controversial topic. It differs people-wise, right? If you are umpiring, it's chuck. If I'm umpiring, it's not chuck. So
no, but the action remains the same, na? So maybe it is about the understanding of the umpire, no?
That's the thing we have right now.
Because मेरे ख्याल से जो भी chucking के लिए दे रहा है umpire, I think the personal equation shouldn't even come into factor, I guess. ठीक है कि how the umpire is in relationship with the person who's bowling judging this thing.
That's right.
But having said that, I think there is definitely some grey area into complete understanding of कि भाई ये chuck है या नहीं है and everything.
That's true. But
how? What is your thought process about Shashwat? Can he chuck when he wants to? Yes or no?
No, I don't think so.
Anirudh Singh?
करता है.
Akbar
does, means I think he's working a lot on his action with a coach, but I think he does. Yeah.
Okay. How about Sandy Gujju?
Sandy Gujju, yes. It's not chuck. He comes and pelted stones at batsmen, right? It's beyond chucking. पत्थर मारता है वो तो आके. पाँव तोड़ देता है. Correct.
How about Vaibhav Mishra?
वैभव मिश्रा नया लड़का है, अभी रहने दो. करता है कभी इच्छा होती है उसकी तो he does.
Praveen Singh.
Yeah, he gets that.
He does that.
But when you go and talk to him, you know, he's a very good person. So I know it's not someone who can stop, bowling like that. But
no, because it comes again back to that argument, na, ki how about giving an opportunity to somebody who doesn't chuck, vis-a-vis versus giving an opportunity to somebody who does chuck.
If I have Praveen bhai in my team and someone who is bowling with a proper action, I will of course go with Praveen bhai, right? Because he's bowling so well, and he was part of one of my teams in the previous tournament, and we played very well.
So I'll do this round is fatafat round. Don't think much. Try and answer the first player, the player name, mostly whatever comes to your mind. Fat answer. Tell me one player जिसके साथ you can play every match with as a teammate.
Kaustubh.
One person who gives maximum gyan during the match.
Maximum gyan? Saurabh bhai always. Or Abhay for that case, two people.
One bowler you would avoid facing.
Raman Paji for now.
One batsman you would avoid bowling to.
नहीं ऐसा कोई भी नहीं है. All are good. I can bowl. I enjoy bowling to left-handers. Rohit bhai is there, Latif is there. So I love bowling to left-handers because they are very rare, right? Right-handers तो हर कोई होता है, उनको डाल देंगे bowling.
Who do you think is the best fielder in Ajmer cricket?
Best fielder, there are many. Abhay is in the top of the list. I consider me also as a good fielder. Raghu bhai is there, Ramki is there, Vikas Paji, Dhaval bhai, Sumit Paji. They all are like good fielders at Ajmer.
One player.
Abhay, top.
Best wicket keeper.
Rohit bhai, no doubt.
Who do you think has the strongest team on the paper? I think you have answered that.
Yeah, Sandy. I think it's Sandy's team this time.
Sandy's
team,
yeah. Who do you think has the weakest team on the paper?
My team is the weakest. My team is the weakest.
But you just said you got the team which you wanted.
Yeah, but I don't want to jinx it. So my team is the weakest team on paper, on records.
अच्छा मेरे को ये बताओ, अभी तक जितने भी टूर्नामेंट्स हुए हैं, आज तक अजमेर क्रिकेट में जितने देखे हैं, एक कोई बैट्समैन है जिसकी याद होगी, he was the most destructive batsman in a tournament match. One inning if you remember from any batsman.
It's hard to remember. There are so many innings, but one I remember because it was against me and it was played by Harsh. I think it was the final. Harsh Gujju, Sandy's youngest brother.
I know.
So I think it was final, and I think he demolished the ball. I know again there are 5 or 6 dropped catches, but he scored 50 or 60 runs. I don't remember the team name, but I think he scored more than 50 or 60 runs in that match. Yeah, it was the final. Yeah. Yes. He was with you. I think you are the one who has the winning runs at the last, right? You were at the crease. You also hit a 6.
Exactly.
Yeah. Correct. So that
Ankit tha captain.
Yes, Ankit bhai was the captain.
And best bowling figures or best bowling you have seen in the tournament?
I think it was recently by Raman Paji in one of the matches in last tournament itself. Some maidens were there and only 2 to 3 wickets and very less runs. So I think this is my recent memory. I know there are many.
Acha, tell me this thing. What is the biggest 6 you have ever seen in Ajmer cricket?
Biggest 6? I think there was one hit by Sandy only.
Sandy Gujju?
It come to the P block terrace. One was hit by Shalin's bhai Bhanja. I forget the name.
Me too.
He hit there at the L block terrace.
L block terrace.
Nearby the tree there. So these are huge 6s that I have seen. So.
Okay. Which is your most memorable wicket which you have taken?
Most memorable wicket, I think it was in the Shurveer. I think it was night tournament. You and me are playing together. We won with RB was the captain at that time, and it was the finals. At night. And I think I remember that wicket of I think it was Vikas Paji's wicket. The ball was bounced a lot and it hit on his hand, and somewhere nearby. I think it's Vibhu who took the catch. Now, the importance of that wicket in match is so much because these guys were in phenomenal form in that tournament, and I think this is one of the recent wickets that I remember. And
एक होता है ना जो विकेट घूमता है कि that was
it was a good ball and we need that wicket at that time.
ऐसा कोई छक्का याद है जो किसी बॉलर को मारा और उसको मारने के बाद लगाओ कि यस?
हाँ, बहुत ऐसे थप्पड़ वाले छक्के होते हैं ना कि थप्पड़ पड़े.
कौन सा?
There are many.
याद है कोई एक टूर्नामेंट वगैरह में?
Tournament. So there was one tournament, means I was, started new here, and of course our Ranjan bhai was the captain at that time. And if you remember Deepu, right, one of the fastest bowler in Ajmera, right?
Yeah.
So it was a league match, and I was facing him and he was bowling really well in that tournament. So I hit a 6 him on long on, right? It travelled to just beyond just fresh point. So this is one of the 6 that I remember, because he's like, super fast.
I know, those
right?
time like a doli and everything.
So I remember that 6 very specifically.
Acha, chalo, I will basically quickly tell you name of 2 players and you have to pick one.
Okay.
ठीक है? I'm gonna remove the first one because perhaps I'll just ask it.
Okay.
Pick between Shubh and Shashwat.
For?
Pick one player you wanna play with. Let's say you are not Shubh, you are just a team.
Okay.
You have to pick Shubh or Shashwat.
Oh, I will
Pick
myself.
Dhawal, Melvin.
Dhawal bhai. Melvin is not playing on weekends, so that's why.
Manocha Tandon.
Always Saurabh bhai, no doubt.
Tamra AK.
Tamra, because of his recent batting performance.
Vikas Raman Paji.
Both.
Raman Paji.
Both.
एक नाम.
I love both of them.
अरे एक को pick करना.
Raman Paji then, but just because he's a fast bowler.
Raman Paji. विशाल और अजीत.
Again, तो राम और लक्ष्मण में से choose करने को बोल रहे हो आप. I will took Vishal. He's more into cricket than football.
Okay. Arjun Srivastava was Suyash.
Suyesh, मजा आता है उसके साथ खेलने में. He's again fast bowler. Arjun is also doing well. But I will pick Suyesh.
Next question, I pretty much know the answer, but I'm going to ask anyway. Kripansh Siddhant.
Siddhant, I played 3 to 4 tournaments together. I think it's just bad luck when both of us play together. We never get qualify. Same with Kripansh also, but we are going to change it this time. So Kripansh for now.
Okay. Chirag Sandy Gunju.
Chirag.
Kamlesh RB.
कमलेश गुस्सा हो जाएगा नहीं बोलेगा. आरबी वो समझ लेंगे. He's mature person.
Sandy Sumit Paji.
Sandy with Sandy.
Sandeep Dargar. Sandy Gunju.
अरे of course.
Sumit Paji.
Sandeep Dargar 100%. No, nothing against Sumit Paji, but आपने choice ऐसा दिया है. So Sandeep Dargar.
Abhishek Sharma Devendra.
Abhishek Sharma. Again CA. So
Raj Abhay Raj.
None of them.
अरे एक तो बोल यार.
अभय राज के साथ तो हमेशा ही खेले हैं, फील्डिंग लगाते रहते हैं. राज भाई के साथ मैं कभी नहीं खेला, so just for that reason I will pick राज भाई.
राज भाई. Anirudh Singh, Anirudh Jayant.
Anirudh Jayant always means love playing with him. We are part of multiple teams with him already. So great guy, bowling, batting, fielding, injuries also.
But his demeanor and field is awesome. Yeah. Dinesh Kutty, Amit Gupta.
Dinesh Kutty, we have him in our team this time. So Dinesh Kutty.
Vaibhav Kostov.
Kostov, of course.
Ankit Piplani, Shalin Bhai.
Third option. Shalin bhai.
Melvin या Yogesh.
Melvin. I played with Melvin a lot of tournaments. Again, we have good chemistry. So.
Shajir bhai Shetty ना.
Shetty ना.
Paddy और अंजल.
Paddy.
चलो. So final prediction.
हाँ.
बताओ in this tournament final का prediction. Which 2 teams are going to play the finals?
Final one is our team.
Okay.
And means I'm not just saying because of घमंड नहीं है. But we'll try our best to reach there, and of course because I am the team owner, मैं विश्वास नहीं करूँगा तो कौन करेगा. And I think we'll play it against Sandy's team.
Sandy's team.
दोस्त हैं, कोई भी उठा ले चलेगा. But final हमें ही खेलना है.
चलो, any message for your team members and opponents?
For team members, try to give your best. No worries. Catch छूटेंगे, छक्के भी पड़ेंगे, वाइड्स जाएगा, नो बॉल्स जाएगा. Just enjoy the cricket and try to become better friends with each other. For opponents, better luck next time.
चलिए बढ़िया था.